everyone, I'm Jen.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe
on the go. Oh gosh, Jen, all right. Little freaking hyper right now. We had a busy afternoon. I think I got too much sleep last night, but we got a lot that we want to talk about, and this video just kind of sort of came up sort of unexpectedly, but let's start before we get into the upcoming week, because I want to talk about what we have going on coming up this week.
Because it's a good week.
It's going to be a very good week, better for some of us, to be honest. I'm going to have a really good week. But talk about the week that just passed. Did you have a good week?
I did. It was like in the 80s all week. It was sunny. We had the windows open.
Well, that was
we were able to take walks.
It was more a little over a week ago. This past week it cooled down. That was last week. This past week
it just started getting cold the other day.
Yesterday?
It was in the 70s.
Was it in the 70s?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like in the 80s, it dipped to the 60s, went back to the 70s,
You're right,
and now
it did.
it's like 40,
and now it's 40.
It was snowing.
And it was snowing today. Yes, you're right. See, I've just
Wait, what did you say?
What?
Yes, you're right.
No, I think I said it's very bright. Anyway, yes, it is a little chilly today. Obviously, a little cold between my ears because I'm not thinking clearly at all. But we did have a good week. We didn't really do a lot, though, this past week.
No, but we started a new show.
Yes.
We started watching Beef.
Beef.
On Netflix.
It's a series. Yes, it's not about Portillo's.
No.
No.
Portillo's.
No, it's not bad. It's not as good as it used to be. It's not about Bona. It's not about Al's. It's not about any Italian beef in the Chicagoland area at all.
That's why I think it's funny that now that Portillo's has branched down to Florida and Orlando
everywhere,
and Tampa, everyone thinks it's so great, but we have grown up with it, and it's just not that great anymore.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be.
Because it originated in Villa Park, Illinois, and that's where Joe is from.
Yeah.
And the second or third location was in Bolingbrook, Illinois, where I grew up, and that was back in the 70s. Yeah. So we've had Portillo's our whole lives. When we say that, we literally mean our whole lives.
Like he opened up the one in Villa Park in 62, I think. So 1962. And so he built this thing into an empire within Chicago, and then sold it. He retired and sold it, and the company that took over is, mass producing it. Anyway, so no, the show is not about Dick Portillo. The show Beef is about two people who have a beef with one another. They are fighting, arguing. It
kind of starts with a car incident.
And it goes from there. We're only 2 episodes in, but it's really, really good so far.
It really is good.
Yeah. And
then we also started watching Waco, the Aftermath.
Yes.
And so the series, I didn't even realize that it was going to be more than one season, but Waco started in 2018.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever planned.
It was like a limited series.
Yeah, it was a mini-series, limited series.
And they did another season that just came out. We can only watch it weekly. And is it on...
Showtime.
It's on Showtime. But it's the Aftermath. And I guess I was too young to pay attention when this all happened, but I didn't realize that the Oklahoma City bombing...
Well, hold on. First off, you were not too young. You were already married having babies.
Yeah, but I didn't really pay attention to
You were too busy having babies to pay attention. That's why. It's not that you were too young.
When did that happen? In the early 90s?
So,
I didn't realize that Waco and the Oklahoma City bombings, the horrible...
Yeah.
The horrible...
That they were connected.
That they were connected.
So the first series from 2018, Michael Shannon was in it. He's also in the second series. They basically dealt with Waco and David Koresh and everything with the government going into Waco, the compound in Waco, Texas, and everything that happened with the fire. So now they're picking up, and I don't think this was ever really planned until recently. Like, it wasn't like, we're going to do 2 seasons of this. They did the first run. It was very successful and it was popular. And so they came back to do the Aftermath, which is basically what happened afterwards. And this, I think, is going to start focusing on Timothy McVeigh and what he did with the Oklahoma City bombing, which took place April 19th. I think
it's Timothy McVeigh.
I think
it was pronounced McVeigh.
Yeah, it's Christy McVeigh. From Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, but she was Christy McVie, too.
She was Christy McVie, and it's Timothy McVie?
I think
or
so.
McVeigh?
I thought it was McVie. But we could be wrong. He's not a good person
McVeigh, whatever. He set off a bomb, the jerk. Anyway, so, but I didn't realize that they were connected in the way that he did what he did because of what the government did to the people in the compound in Waco. So anyway, they're delving into that.
So we've only watched the first episode.
Yeah, but Michael Shannon is one of our favorites because we've liked his work for many, many years. And we got to meet him in Epcot in 2019.
We did.
Because someone with eagle eyes saw him from a distance. He was way over there, and somebody saw him, and you're like, what? I'm not going to go talk to him. I'm like, I'll go talk to him. I'm like, Michael Shannon? Yeah. And then that was cool. I could have totally geeked out, and I could have gone down to one knee and said, kneel before Zod. But I didn't. I
might have had to walk the other way.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Because he played Zod in Superman.
He did.
Michael Shannon.
He did. And that was filmed very close to our house.
5 minutes from us. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so that's Waco. Then also this past week, we watched The Night Agent.
Very good.
Oh,
that was on
that was
Netflix.
So good. Also on Netflix. Waco, The Aftermath is on Showtime. Beef is on Netflix, and Night Agent is on Netflix. Good one, man. That was really good.
It has a lot of 24 vibes. Yes. If you watched 24 with Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes. And what's interesting about it is that, this is based off of a novel, so I don't know if the person who wrote the novel, I don't know when he wrote it and if it was meant to kind of pay homage to 24, but the main character's name is Peter Sutherland. And Kiefer Sutherland starred in 24. Little bit of trivia knowledge for you there. Anyway, so that was this past week. Otherwise, it was kind of a normal week. It was good. Yeah.
But this coming week is going to be great.
Yes.
Why is it going to be great, Joe? What are you doing on Monday?
First off, Monday, Matt and I are going to WWE Raw in Chicago at Rosemont Allstate Arena.
And I'm sure there'll be some shorts coming from that.
Heck yeah. I'll be filming up a storm. And what's interesting is that they announced that Bad Bunny is going to be there. All right, so funny story. Someone at work last year at some point said something about Bad Bunny playing Soldier Field. And I'm like, who? What?
Because we're
what the hell
now,
is Bad Bunny?
And we don't know who Bad Bunny is.
I have no clue. I know who he is now.
I do not.
He's big enough to fill Soldier Field for 3 nights. I know
he's
that.
He's going to be on WWE.
Yeah, and now he's going to be brawling. They're going to have the pay-per-view in Puerto Rico in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. So they've got the Backlash pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view anymore. Premium live event is what they're calling it.
Okay.
Yeah, premium live event from Puerto Rico, and Bad Bunny is the host, and most likely he's going to be wrestling with Rey Mysterio against Dominic and Damian Priest. So anyway, we're looking forward to Raw Monday night.
And then Tuesday night, we're going out with some of our good friends to sushi.
Yes. We haven't seen them in a while, so Joe and Kim, we're going out with them on Tuesday. And then what are we doing?
We're going to go see the White Sox take on the Tampa Bay Rays in Chicago at Guaranteed Rate Field.
Well, after the way they just played today and yesterday, oh man. And there were some exciting moments in both of these games. They just ended up losing in 10 innings just now, a few minutes ago.
And the Rays are great. They're now, I think, 18-3.
I believe so.
Because they won today. They are on fire. The White Sox are our favorite team. We love them. We try to go to as many games as we can every season. We have seen them many times in Tampa when we go spend time with Joe's family in St. Pete. They're our second favorite team, and we also love the San Diego Padres. They've become a third favorite.
Because Ashley's, Ashley and I went to the Padres game last year when they played the White Sox. Enjoyed that. The Padres the fans out there in San Diego are great. They're just great. There was so much energy at that game.
It won't happen this year because we're going when baseball season is over.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping next year we can get to a Padres game or two.
So what we wanted to talk about with going to this White Sox game Thursday is how we got the tickets. So that's the funny thing with all this. So, when you're playing games on your phone, your iPad, you get these ads that pop up all the time. And it just seems like it's the same ad that keeps popping up over and over again.
Until you acknowledge it.
Whatever. You know how it is, these cookies on your phones and computers. It's all this
Or if you talk about
technology.
something and then all of a sudden your phone is showing you ads about what
Yeah.
you talked about.
Yeah, there's just something not right about any of that.
Creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, just total Terminator vibes. The computers are going to take over and we're all going to just end up being machines.
Maybe.
I don't know. So, but the app popped up for this app, or the ad popped up for this app called Gametime. Well, what the hell is Gametime? Well, it popped up a couple times and, whatever. All right, so let's check it out. So I looked last night. Let's just see because it says, you can get cheaper tickets for stuff.
And the closer you buy them to the games, the
closer
cheaper
it
they're
gets to the game.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we looked at yesterday's price and they did come down a couple bucks from yesterday.
Yes. So I guess we could have waited, but for the price that we just got. So we ended up, before we do the comparison, I ended up buying tickets. They were $20 each.
And
$20
we
each.
like to sit on the third base side. We sit between third base and home plate in either sections 141, 40, 39, 38, 137, 136, 135. Yep. That's like our niche. So it starts at row 5.
Yes.
It starts at row 5 and goes back, I think, to 35.
Yeah, I believe
so
that's right.
we run the gamut. Lately, we've been sitting a little further back because a couple of years ago, the White Sox did put up netting, as did all the Major League Baseball teams for the safety of the fans. But we found that it kind of distorts the view a little bit. And
yeah.
It does. It's hard to see sometimes. So if you sit further back, you don't notice the netting as much.
Yep.
So we have paid in the past anywhere from $30 a ticket to maybe $150 a ticket. Night games are more expensive than day games.
Depends on how close you
Weekends are more expensive than day games.
Yeah.
The teams, if they're playing the Yankees, those tickets are obviously going to be
Right.
more expensive than if they're playing the Detroit Tigers.
Right.
So,
Cubs, when there's a crosstown classic,
right,
they play the Cubs.
those tickets are
always
insane.
up. Yeah. So, which is fine. You get what you get. You pay what you pay. But
And we know enough where we know how much they cost and what's a good price and what's a higher price. And
at least
it just depends how much we want to see them.
At least we used to know.
Now it's a game changer.
And we just went a couple weeks ago and paid what we paid a couple weeks ago. So we ended up getting, that was section 138 last time.
Row 32.
So I just happened to look on the Gametime site, and they don't have tickets everywhere. They don't have tickets for everything.
No, but there's a lot.
But there's a lot. So I found tickets in section 139, row 28. And I went to the White Sox site, which is directly linked to Ticketmaster. So I looked there. Exact same section, exact same row. Section 139, row 28. At the Ticketmaster site, or the White Sox site, $59 per ticket. So times 2 is $118. Then
with taxes and service fees, the total for 2 tickets on the Ticketmaster site would have been $147.
No joke, for 2 tickets.
And that's on the higher end for us.
I mean, but technically, that's pretty much what we paid last time.
Right. It's not that bad, but I mean, that is high.
Right. Compared to what it used to be, the ticket, like everything has gone up in price. But
those tickets before COVID would have been about $32.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. But now the Gametime app, when you go to the Chicago White Sox tickets, you pick the same game, you pick the same section, and you get the same row, and tickets are $21 each. Same section, same row, $21 each. You continue, you go through with the fees, and the total price is $68.
So $147 Ticketmaster, $68 Gametime. That's an $80 difference. That is a difference of how much elote I'm going to be able to eat Thursday night.
You're going to get like 10 elotes?
I know, I am.
You're going to be nothing but corn. You know what you always say, Jen, about corn being your friend? Why?
It is. Corn is your best friend.
Why?
Sometimes you get to see it twice.
You eat that much elote, you'll be seeing it 3, 4, or 5 times.
That's even better.
Oh my God. But that said, too, I'm just saying right now, a couple weeks ago, I ate way too much. Like, way too much.
We did. And Joe will link that
is-
video in the description below. But we tried some of the new food that Guaranteed Rate Field is offering.
And it was all good, but...
Some of it we couldn't find, and some we found after we had eaten some of the new food and we were too full to eat anything else. But we are going to try a couple new foods on Thursday night. So stay tuned for that video. I'm hoping it'll go up in about a week.
Yeah. I am going to keep it a little easier, though. I was just...
There are two things I want to try.
I want to try that Polish that has all the fixins on it.
Yes.
That I think is up at the 500
and then
level.
that spicy beef dog that was...
Yeah, we still have the list, so we'll look it up.
Yeah.
There are a couple things there, but yeah, the champagne of dogs, that's not happening this time. Nope. Yeah.
That was big.
That was way big. That was, oh my God.
That was a big sausage.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to leave that one alone. So the bottom line is this Gametime site is freaking ridiculous when it comes to the ticket prices. Now for us, so doing the comparison again, $59 for 2 tickets or $28 for 2 tickets.
And we bought tickets from StubHub and Vivid Seats and Ticketmaster, and by far this Gametime ticket site is much cheaper than those other sites.
So I ended up downloading the app.
Yeah.
But what?
I will say there was a little bit of, it says when you buy your tickets, if you download the app, you're gonna get an additional $20 off
On your first purchase.
So we were like, oh my God, this is great. Our $68 tickets will be $48. $48 for 2 tickets? Well, you only get that $20 if you spend over $150.
Yeah.
And that's not really made clear until you check out.
Well, it was in the email. I just didn't read the fine print.
Well, but it's
Always
in
read
the
the fine
fine
print.
print.
Yeah, well, it says get $20 off if you download the app, and then down on the bottom it says, minimum purchase $150.
And who knows? Maybe we'll go see the White Sox play the Yankees this year, and we can save $20
Maybe,
off.
yeah. So it's
Because
fine.
you know those tickets will be outrageous.
But still, okay. So like I said, $59 for the ticket or $28 for the tickets. So I don't know. I mean, it is a huge savings.
And the tickets they'll download on your phone.
Yeah, so we ended up making the purchase, and the tickets will come from Ticketmaster. So even though I purchased the tickets through this Gametime app, the tickets are coming from Ticketmaster. Now in 2017, I did some research on this to make sure this is a legit site, and Gametime established a partnership with Ticketmaster back in 2017 just to make the ticket transfer just flow a little better. It gives the customers more options for tickets, and then when you purchase the tickets, it's easier to just link to your Ticketmaster account, and the tickets then just come straight to you. So I have a Ticketmaster account. They'll email me the tickets.
Nice.
It even said in the app you'll have the tickets by such and such a date. So we should have the tickets by like Monday or Tuesday.
And I'm excited because we usually don't go to games this early in the season because it is Chicago and it is cold.
The weather, yeah.
And it's going to be cold Thursday night. It's going to be in the high 40s when we're there.
Yeah, low 50s when it starts, and then, well.
So we'll probably be wearing heavy sweatshirts and bringing a blanket and
bundling up.
maybe getting hot chocolate this time around instead of beers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll still get a beer. Maybe I'll...
They had some great new IPAs.
They did.
They did. And I really would like to try another one.
And then they had other stands set up for
cold.
Jack Daniels, because they had a few different stands with Jack.
And they have the whole partnership with Tito's.
Yeah, right. If you want Tito's, yeah, there you go. So there are a lot of options at well, I was going to say Comiskey, at the rate at Guaranteed Rate Field, White Sox Park.
Park to me.
They have a lot of food options, and last year and this year they've introduced these new food items, which are, I don't know, what we've tried. Everything's been really good. So we're not huge fans of the pizza that they have there.
No, that's Beggar's Pizza.
Beggar's Pizza,
and
yeah.
As far as Chicago pizzas go, there are better ones out there. I mean, I don't think it's bad.
No.
But it's definitely not.
Is there any pizza that you've had that's really bad? Like pizza?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I like all pizza for the most part, but...
Oh, there's some bad ones out there.
I
won't name names, but...
Some of the pizzas that
they may rhyme with... Mappa Hones.
Who?
No, maybe that doesn't rhyme. I'm not a big fan of Papa John's.
Oh, Papa John's.
I'm not a real big fan of Domino's.
Mama Hones? What?
I was trying to rhyme Papa John's, but that was an epic fail. Yikes.
Okay. Well,
Anyway.
There are some frozen pizzas. Let me just say this when it comes to pizza, because, we'll do some frozen pizzas at home. One of the best frozen pizzas that you can get for at home, Home Run Inn Pizza.
Yes.
And that's a Chicago pizza.
It is.
And it's thin crust, but it is frozen pizza. It is really, really good.
It's salty. I'm always thirsty after I eat.
That's the pepperoni,
It's
I
the
like the
cheese,
crust.
too.
Well, I like the crust. The
I do,
crust
too.
in the Home Run Inn Pizza is just really good. And it's like maybe $9 or $10 per pizza. So if you can get Home Run Inn Pizza, I highly recommend it.
Remember when they were like $5?
Well, remember when everything was cheaper? Yeah, so you're living in fantasy land. Come back from the 90s, Jen. Come back. Anyway, so I'm going to link some of that Gametime information in the description below. And I'm going to put an app in there. So if you want to go directly to Gametime to check it out, you can click on the link in the description. So it'll take you to the Gametime app if you want to just check it out. I thought, you know what? I mean, just this right here. How much did we save? Who did the math? $80. So $80.
So check them out if you're going to get tickets to see your favorite baseball team play this summer.
Yeah. They have concerts as well.
We looked for the fun of it for Taylor Swift tickets, and they were like $10,000.
Yeah, there was one ticket there. Well, I think there were two tickets. They were $10,000 each. A lot of the others were about $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 each.
There's just no way.
Well, talking about wrestling in Detroit, they've got SummerSlam at the beginning part of August
too.
And I was just looking, Detroit. Let's go to Detroit. Maybe do SummerSlam. $2,000 a ticket. I'm sorry, I'm not going to spend $2,000 for a wrestling ticket. I don't even want to spend $200 for a wrestling ticket. Are you kidding?
That's insane.
That's nuts. I don't know.
Do people really spend that money? Let us know in the comments below. Like, what is your max for like a concert ticket or a sport ticket?
Nowadays, it's just if you want to go, you don't really have a choice, and that's part of the problem. I mean, everything for us, we used to do a lot of these things, and things were much, much cheaper. And it's not even a matter of, inflation, things get more expensive. No, when you look at 10, 15, 20 years ago compared to now, it's just everything has gone up so exponentially, and this is even before inflation started taking over. It is not inflation, it is greedy corporations.
Yeah.
Sorry, just going to say it. Everything is more expensive because they're charging more. Why are they charging more? Because people are willing to pay. That's it.
Hey, but you know what? I will give us credit where credit is due. And at least when we say that we are not going to do something, we don't do it.
True.
When we're done with a certain aspect of something, then we're done.
What might you be talking about there?
Genie Plus.
Jennifer, yeah. Well, and then if there are ways to save money.
I'm just proud of us because we have not purchased Genie Plus and
Since September when we were there?
We did not.
No, I'm kidding. Well, how can we purchase Genie Plus if we haven't been there?
No, but I mean, since Genie Plus became a thing,
but we haven't been there since September.
It.
I know,
and I'm proud of us because a lot of people complain about it, but then they end up purchasing it, and we have not been those people.
Yeah,
I'm proud of us.
And when we go in July, we're probably not doing a park, so we don't have to worry about doing that. So anyway.
And if we go to a park, we're gonna use Timmy's free tickets.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we can just walk around or do whatever. Anyway, I don't need to do the rides anymore. I'm getting too old. I don't want to wait in line. That's it. I mean, spring break right now, didn't you?
Yeah.
You watched a video. Someone said they waited an hour and a half for Nemo.
Yeah.
What?
No, they said Nemo was an hour and a half, but they purchased Genie Plus at $29 a day per person.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's insanity. I just can't.
That's why.
That's like purchasing an extra ticket.
I know. That's why if there are ways to save money, like I said, why if you can get the same thing, same row, same section, but it's this much cheaper, why not? And I just found out about it. I'm like kicking myself for not knowing about this site sooner because we could have probably saved a bit of money going to every single White Sox game that we've been to.
And I get it. I mean, I understand. People are going to buy Genie Plus, especially if you've got young kids. And I understand that. It's just not something I'm going to buy into anymore.
No,
I'm just not.
I don't know.
But I get it. I mean, I get why people do it.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I just don't. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care.
Anyway, so
I don't care.
The purpose of the video was to compare the ticket prices and do research.
To share all of this with all of you because if it could save you some money, check it out. I mean,
and we're not sponsored in any way. We just decided this would be a great video to do because I mean, $80 is a lot of money these days.
Yeah.
That will literally pay for our food and parking at the game.
Will. Yes, it will. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because the parking is what it is. They actually do have options for parking as well.
Oh, really?
But not the lot where we normally park.
Oh.
So they had other lots.
It's probably lot E.
They had a couple of the different lots, yeah. So, yeah, but that's okay. We're good. We'll just pay for parking when we get there. Excuse me, which, that alone, how much does it really cost? How much should you really charge for
parking? Didn't we pay like $30?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember when it was like $5 or $10.
Yeah. On the family Sundays, parking would be $10.
Wow.
Normal parking or parking on other days would be normally $20. Now it's $30.
Wow.
So I don't know if the family Sundays are half price at 15.
Did they like pave the parking lot in gold?
No, that's what I don't know.
Is it covered now?
No, I don't know. No.
Do they like open your car doors for you and wash your car while you're at the game?
Nope. Nope. It's just the same as like at Disney when they were charging for parking. You know, you got a better parking lot at Grand Floridian than you do at All Stars.
Nope, it's asphalt.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's black pavement.
Anywho, all right. Well, I'm excited. We got a good week coming up.
I'm very excited.
Yep. So we will do some shorts while we're there at the game. I'll do some shorts while we're doing at wrestling.
Some of the food that we didn't get to a few weeks ago.
Yes. So we got more stuff coming. We're still working on the Mexico videos. Lots of Mexico videos still coming.
So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action because we're going to be going this week.
Go, go, go. We're always on the go.
All right, just say goodbye. Bye.
Is there nothing else you want to talk about?
No,
Is that
we're ending the video.
You want to talk about what we had for dinner and what we're going to do tomorrow?
Just say
We're
goodbye.
getting Dairy
Queen
for dessert. Okay, bye.